Welcome to Morning Coffee with Bob. I'm your host, Bob. A lot of cool things are happening in trucking, or are they good, really? You know, we're starting to clean up the highways and get the unqualified people off the highway. Unqualified people that are costing lives every day, week in parking lot. And that's just the ones you see on the media and the news. There's thousands a day of unqualified people that are having accidents in parking lots, and the smaller accidents, but it's constant because they're unqualified. Then you get, we got Sean Duffy and Donald Trump, and they're doing their best to clean up the highways, but that's just a policy. Our lawmakers still haven't had a meeting about the catastrophe of the $1 trillion a year business. And then you start to wonder, is it by design? We've shut down 200,000 American trucking companies. Now we're going to kick all these truck drivers out. Guess what? It's still a $1 trillion a year industry. The same amount of freight is there. Same amount. Except for now, the big companies are going to swallow all that freight. They're going to take all that freight and increase their capacity by a lot. So the big companies that were big are about to get way bigger. Yeah, they're cleaning up the highways. They're doing, but you have to think, wow, the long game is really beneficial to people that are contributing to our congressmen and senators, to their campaigns. You want to make a change, a real change? Those people on the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee, they've been there for decades. You want to make change? Register to vote. That's something the trucking industry, there's 2 million American truck drivers, and there has been 8 years before COVID. The really cool thing about the experts that I listen to in trucking and have been, and I'm an expert on this and that. Here's what they go by. I don't care if you're Freight Waves or whoever you are. There's a big difference between when I talk and they talk. Because I can read the same data they can. The huge advantage that I have is I can see with my eyes if the data makes sense. And when I said there's 2 million people here that came in a couple years, when the DOT was handing out 50,000 MC numbers a month for 3 years, 1.8 million MC numbers, and I was the only one in the truck stop going. And thankful to you, the people made your phone calls, you made videos, your voices, you agreed, you got it, and it's because of you. I've been beating this drum for 3 years. Finally, something's getting done. Too bad it's not a law. And I've been trying to explain the difference between a law and a rule, and it's really tough to understand what codifying a rule is. Codifying a rule means English proficiency has always been a rule. It's never been codified. What is codified? It stands for code. So CFR, Code of Federal Regulation, and English proficiency was always a code of federal regulation. It's only a law when it says U.S., United States Code of Federal Regulation. That's a law. Everything else is a rule. It gets put in the Federal Register. It's a federal rule. But at the end of the day, I go, well, there's still a $1 trillion a year industry. There's just a whole lot less people. And there's a small amount of people about to get really rich. Or not. Tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know. Just me talking. Have a good day. Enjoy your coffee.